Hi, this is Dorothy with your wrist relief for today. First of all, start by inhaling the shoulders forward and up, exhaling back and down. One more, inhaling forward and up, and exhaling back and down. Then make some gentle fists and lift and lower, lift and lower. And notice how your wrists feel as you're making this movement. We're just warming them up for starters. And then turning your thumbs up toward the sky and raising and lowering this way. Noticing how one wrist feels compared to the other. And then straightening your arms, pressing the palms away as if you're saying stop. And if this is too intense, you can bend your fingers. If this is not intense enough, you can either gently press the fingers back toward your head or gently press your palms up against a wall. And then switching the direction of that stretch, reaching the fingers down. You can gently curl the fingers for less of a stretch, press the fingers down for more of a stretch, and gently press the back of the hands in or press against a wall if you'd like a little more. And then releasing all that down. Having the hands in front of you, see if you can move your thumbs only. Many of us tend to use our thumbs a lot these days while texting on the phone. And you can reverse directions anytime or keep going. And work in the direction of moving just the thumbs. Maybe switch directions if you haven't already. And see if you can keep your shoulders relaxed as you're doing this. And one more, making sure you're even on both sides. And when you're ready, interlacing your fingers and making slow waves. Going up and down. Doesn't quite look to me like the waves I've seen in the water, but you can imagine. Just use your imagination. And then go the other way. Not the other way. But getting those wrists moving in both directions. Opening up the fingers and see if you can do figure eights. Figure eights. Notice if your wrists are cracking, talking to you. Getting movement in for those lovely wrists, and reverse your direction for your figure eight. And when you're ready, gently take your fists and let's do circles with your fists. Not tight fists, just gentle ones. And reversing directions. Obviously, feel free to do these longer on your own, or if any of these feel really good, stick with that. Then interlacing the fingers, turning the palms away from you. Try not to hike your shoulders up, but leave them down as you lift up your arms. Working in the direction of having the palms facing the sky. And if this is too intense with your fingers interlaced at any point, you can just rest one hand on top of the other. That's always an option. Check those shoulders, make sure they're released down, and see if instead of pressing your fingers up toward the ceiling, you can press the heels of your hands up toward the ceiling. Working in the direction of the thumbs going up and the pinkies coming down. And then very, very slowly releasing that down. Noticing how your fingers are interlaced and then switching it up so they're interlaced the other way. And let's come back to that wave. Making it as graceful as you can or as fun as you can. And reversing directions. And keeping that lacing the wrong way, turn the palms away and then lift it up, keeping the shoulders down and back. Working in the direction of the heels of your hands are reaching up toward the sky, and press down into the ground with your heels. That'll help make it easier for you to find length, pressing down into the ground with your heels. And slowly releasing down. Nice. Gently rubbing the palms together, creating heat, creating a lot of warmth in there. And then choose one hand to give a massage to. We'll switch hands in a moment. And work on the open area of your palm, pressing into your fingers. And if you've been in my class, you know how I do the optional finger massage at the end of some of your classes. So you can start with the pinky and gently tug and work your way down each of the fingers one at a time. Noticing how they feel as you do that. And then before you get to the thumb, I invite you to find the fleshy part just under the thumb and really work into that. There's a lot of arthritis coming these days because of people using their thumbs for texting. And this is one way to help bring circulation into this area. And then you can gently pull down the thumb and then switch to the other side. One of your hands is getting a nice workout, getting some movement, getting some exercise, and the other hand is getting some healing love. Working on opening up that palm, and then gently starting with your pinky, working your way down, and then the next finger, and the next. If you find any ouchy spots, feel free to stay there and give it some love. Otherwise, focusing on the area, the big fleshy part by your thumb, massaging into that. And then gently pulling down your thumb. Resting one hand on top of the other down in your lap, having your thumbs gently touching, lowering your shoulder, maybe closing your eyes, checking in, noticing how your wrists are feeling, your arms, your fingers, observing the sensations in there. And then bringing back those movements that we did today throughout your day, especially those that felt the most effective in your body. From my heart to yours, namaste.